Oopers. Hold on. This is like Night Rain truly is a FromSoft game. Oops. Bomb. Bananas. Bananas. Absolutely bananas. Fucking bananas. 3 minutes of Domo? Now we're going back.
Their names, addresses, phone numbers, and even the raw chat messages between McDonald's applicants and Olivia, the AI agent provided by Paradox that McHire.com uses. First of all, the fact that AI is making the first decisions for job candidacy, not just at McDonald's, but probably most places at this point, feels really dystopian. When I first entered the job market,
Like a really creepy story. Once someone tried to train their hiring practices based upon finding more of me. And like someone also through that like metric tried to emulate me to such an extent that there's a reason I don't talk about like some shit that I go through in public ever. Like it feels unhelpful knowing that people can do that in a way that misrepresents their health and could put them at risk. So there's a reason I don't do that. It's because I've quite honestly seen it be used by folks that are desperately looking for answers and get like confuzzled. I mean, there's like some stuff I'll bring up clearly, but like not a lot of it. And like I don't know, bro. There's like a litany. I don't know, man. Like it's there. I'm not. I'm a rarely fucking busted one. I'm janky from the ground up. On top of that, motherfuckers will try to emulate a motherfucker on some bullshit, and it's weird, and it's not safe for them or me or anyone. If for nothing else, for me, it's fucking irritating. Like, dude, holy fuck.
15 years ago, everything was already online, at least as far as job applications go. And I used to get this boomer advice that you still hear today where
there's still policy that makes you like, there's still like policy around rentals and ownership of homes that like require you to make like 3 times the amount when the rent has gone up like 10 times what it was 10 years ago. You know, like when I was itty bitty, a 1 bedroom flat was like a $400 bill and I could still barely pay it. And now it's like, bro, 1,200 in some places, 3,000, 4,000 in the wrong places. And still for an itty bitty flat.
That all you need
DC, New York, and fucking LA
to do is walk into the
possibly DC
store, ask for the manager, look him in the eyes, shake his hand, and say that you want a job. Now that strategy was already dead when I started. I mean, maybe there is a chance that you could make it.
My stepdad made me do that. It never got me a job. What got me my first job is I applied everywhere in the nation and outside of the nation in countries that I could have gone to at the time. So I was applying East Coast, West Coast, fucking like in China, in France. Like quite literally I was applying for jobs fucking anywhere. Like through specialty shit that I love doing and through like things that I don't give a fuck about. Like I was doing this while working at a gas station, cleaning houses, etc. Like it was bullshit. Like so I started with just this fucking like application shit. But as time goes on, you got to still stay alive. So I had to do the other shit too. I didn't mind doing it. I like cleaning for people and I like cleaning in general. I like my domestic tasks. But like y'all, like it took me scattershotting myself, quite literally being willing to move across the fucking states or even out of the country. So like I scattershot so hard. I'm pretty sure I blasted out like 100 applications in the course of like a couple weeks. And if not less, right? Like it was going really fast. I was like yeeting through at least 10 a day for a while. Like at least. And like it was still like fucking it was months and months and months. And nowadays if I apply I get like immediately contacted. So that's cozy. Like, quite honestly, people will bully you until you have the basic experience that they know they can't disregard. As soon as you have that, you're fucking fine. But on your pursuit for that basic experience, you are going to be fucked over and fucking treated like shit. And that's not appropriate. I'm just like, it's there. It shouldn't happen, but it fucking does. Like, but this is like, I think my favorite lesson is don't apply only for jobs which you meet the experience or educational requirements for. Just apply for it if you want to do it. like regardless of what it is, because I don't have the education requirements of a lot of things I've applied for. The reason I've maintained them and like had and maintained them is because I'm a fucking nerd. I'm a freeballing nerd that loves to just put shit in my brain box, and I don't give a fuck. Like, I treat everyone the same outside of cussing unless it's made appropriate in the scenario. I just don't cuss at executives. That's like the only difference. You know? They get the same long-winded bullshit when I'm moderately dissatisfied with my situation as you do. And I'm just as pointed as I am with everyone, so it doesn't really fucking matter. My point is, people trying to hire people who were like meta criteria as me might have made more work for themselves. Like just imagine like 50 pedantic bitches just roaming around trying to be like, well, actually, this is inappropriate because even though it serves me, it's still inappropriate because like bro.
An impression on the manager, and they might actually remember your name when she goes back to look through the applicants. But now it feels like you're even further removed from getting a
Yeah, because it's easy to social engineer people, and all that means is getting them to do something that is or isn't in their best interest, right? Like, it doesn't even have to be coercive, it can just be quite literally anything that is or is not in their best interest. You know, so whatever. That's like not it's not necessarily a negative thing. It gets used in a negative context a lot, but it's not in its own. It's quite literally the thing you do when you want your grandmother to go to the hospital for her heart attack, but she's refusing because she's old and she's lived a long life. And you're like, Grandma, I need you to fucking do this because they'll put me in the fucking hoosgow if you don't. They'll think I killed you. And that's still social engineering. As much as it is to tell your fucking kids and fucking nieces and nephews and shit that like they need to like listen to their fucking folks more often or just in general. And like it's still, even if you're gonna go mediate for your homies and your fucking like family and shit, it's still at an affect getting someone to do something that is that may or may not be in their best interest. And it's you having a plan for it. The only thing that separates it from from a conspiracy or conspiring is you're not doing it with other people. You can, but I just couldn't imagine.
job from an
Like just getting people to ratchet down aggression and be kind to each other, for instance, like that's a thing that I would say classifies that I do like quite often. I try to get people to stop being aggressive to each other. And I would say that that counts as social engineering, so much so as me conditioning myself into brushing my teeth after a certain set of habits, as much so as getting a kid to like clean their plate up after they're done eating, right?
actual person.
It's great.
Because now your online application has to pass through Olivia's judgment test first before anyone who can give you a job even knows your name. Now, I'm sure there's varying levels of success when it comes to using AI for screening job applicants, but in this case, I think the attack vector alone shows us just how little McDonald's
Like
actually.
there are studies on AI with tool utilization and how it operates, but like let's be fair. Like AI is made by humans, so it's only as fallible as we are and is bound by our fallibility at the moment, seeing as we're not like letting it run buck wild and do outstanding. Whenever it does, it makes up new languages with like a multitude of glyphs, and it just talks in ways that don't matter to us. And it's not always, but like hyperbolically. It's pretty cool, but it's like not helping the humans who want to like condition and control what it does as a small subset of shit. And you know, so a result of inefficient machine language having to do human language processing, being constantly corralled into certain behaviors, however the fucking whatever the ordality of this that causes the cascade, AI hallucinates, bro. Humans hallucinate. AI hallucinates. Why do I want two motherfucking systems that hallucinate put together? Give me a fucking if script so I can see if they put a fucking like if they cuss in their fucking application or they put slurs in it. Like, just let me alert for those with like hard conditions and then I'll confer with the machine later, you know? Because like I've tried letting it happen. I've tried letting an AI just like circularly eat itself and consume its own documentation one night. I let like DeepSeek run on my computer and I walked away from it and I gave it a little code base that worked. And what had happened is it mutated this shit into a point of non-functionality. And I'm glad that I used Git and backups because I just reverted the changes and I was like, fuck it, you messed it up. Here was the contrast. And it's like, oh, that's very smart. You're not doing useless operations, duplicating work and causing problems. That's nice. It hallucinates, bro. It makes things up. It literally hallucinates, though.
Cares about this process. The reason that these
It
personal
literally hallucinates, brother. Like, literally. Oh, and the password was guessed. It's not like a hacks then. It's just the fucking information disclosure because of poor security practices.
records were exposed in the first place is because the password for the back end of that AI hiring assistant was 123456.
That's fucked. I also like reading the manuals of fucking body cam fucking vendors and seeing that yes, there's a default password, but they actually force you to change it, and they give you a Grafana instance for the ones that are always on like body cam site. Like they do a lot of work for it. I bet they're like a fucking like software as a service company, you know? And they also probably vend hardware, and that's how we find ourselves in this weird state of affairs.
Literally the worst password ever. Password would actually have been a better password than
or God.
123456.
Honestly, the Dan Kaminsky password generator is still the best. He just would type fuck dot and then the domain. So imagine it would be fuck.youtube.com, fuck.facebook.com, fuck.bing.com, fuck.dot like hospital.com, hospitalname.com. Like that was legitimately every password. It was fuck dot the domain name. It's fucking bonkers. And this man is a security researcher, by the way. Dan Kaminsky. Oh no, he's a well-renowned security researcher. And he got popped by that fuck dot domain name shit, bro. This is in an era when we had password managers, mind you. So it's not like it was like a billion years ago. Like it was prevalent over 10 plus years ago to have password managers, right? Way over that, right? It's been a real consideration because you shouldn't know most of your passwords. You should have a token to access them, and then they should be like managed by something that's able to make passwords longer and more complex than you would ever. Then you have one complex password to remember, and then it has like the rest of them inside of it as an encrypted store or whatever. Like that's been like a thing we've done for ages. And then meanwhile, this man is so fucking unfucking giving. He does not give a shit. That even sensitive shit, it's like fuck.domain.com, bro. That is so fucking wild. Mind you, he cleaned up his shit, and like, you know, after that, he didn't make the same mistake. And it became a joke in industry, and he was a laughing stock, and no one does it again. But it had to happen for people to know that it was clown-on worthy.
That password is so bad that most online services won't even let you use that as your password, which tells me that Paradox AI isn't doing much to idiot-proof this service that they're selling to Fortune 500 companies either. Like, when it comes to default credentials, which I'm pretty sure is what the 123456 password is, you could at least program that service so that the default login is going to be different for each individual franchise that uses it. 90% of McDonald's franchises are already using
Again, don't forget the fucking... Even the police body cam one generates a random username for you of like arbitrary length. It's brilliant. Like, I like it. I respect it. I'm here for it.
Powered by Paradox AI.
How long can Windows host names be? That's a valid question, because I want to make them a UUID, but I think that's too fucking long. Hold on.
And I wouldn't be surprised if there's similar use rates amongst Burger King and Wendy's franchises. So what exactly...
15 characters. NetBIOS is 15 characters. Wait. It'll work without problems, but as long as you don't use any services that depend on NetBIOS. Oh wait, does this do this? Hold on. I highly doubt it. Because I'll be setting this up in my house to manage my house. Because I want to. And you can't stop me. And I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. You really can't stop me. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna set up free IPA. It's gonna be great. And I'm gonna like attach all the Windows computers to it and have a service account and have it run commands against them, like installing and provisioning. And then I'm gonna burn it in on this one. And also, I'm gonna make like an install disk for Windows that does a lot of the shit myself, installs the user, etc. Because I found out you can use this file system for it. I mean, it's not the right use for it, but I kind of want to fuck with it. Right? Like, it's not gonna be the greatest option, but I don't really care. I don't care, man. I want to do it. It's available for the workstation ones. So I'm gonna just do it for the whole fucking thing and laugh my ass off. It sounds like the right thing to do. I want to do it. It's gotta be fun. Mm. Their own software resilience and availability solutions. Yup. Integrity checks. So it's good at like read and write, right? Like that's what it's good for. It's cute. Oh my god. I guess I had the bot on before and didn't realize it. Whatever. You can have like fucking file sizes in the fucking petabytes, dude. 35 petabyte file size. I will never need that. I mean, I'm sure I could like attach a lot of computers to each other and convince them they were just providing a large file system, but like, bro, that is like, that's weird. Anyways, it would be it would be a very weird idea to do, but I want to do it. I want to do it. I gotta do it. I have to do it. It looks fun. I want to do it. I want to stream on it. It looks fun. I gotta do it. I can't help myself.
Is stopping a McDonald's owner from sabotaging a competitor's hiring process in order to drive more traffic and employees to his business. Or even worse, was to stop the owner of one McDonald's restaurant from sabotaging another one down the street. They're both using McHire. They both know each other's default passwords, or at least they have access to some kind of account that can get them into that information. And these default credentials exposed 64 million records. So I would assume that those records span across the 40,000.
Also, for as much griping as people give modern Windows, sorry for the tangent, like, I swear to fuck, it actually comes more in line with cubes than, like, a lot of things, right? Like, it legit gets a lot closer to this than a lot of other shit. It's not all the way here, but you can do virtualized networking, right? You can keep this stuff sandboxed. You can keep it sandboxed, doesn't give a fuck. Okay, not that part. But, like, you're starting to get to the point where you can just have your thing run in such a way that it like doesn't cause as many problems. It's getting kind of cool. There's already a DWM user for the graphical user interface on Winblows, and a lot of the stuff's getting separated out, and there's a litany of service accounts utilized for shit these days. Like, it gets fucking banana bonkers, fucking 420, what the fuck about it. Like, it goes wild, dude. Like, dude, dude, bro, man, with guy with the face, what the fuck, bro? So I was thinking about like how I wanted to construct the service runner thingy, and so I ended up here also with my curiosity. Anyways, like that's sorry, little tangent, doesn't matter, but it's kind of relevant, but fight me. I don't really give a shit. I'm putting them on a little YouTube tab, but there we go.
Or so McDonald's restaurants around the world, or at least the ones that are using McHire, and you could conduct all kinds of corporate
shady operations
sabotage through this attack vector. There's also the potential for sabotage from the job candidates that McDonald's is supposedly trying to filter out. Like, if I desperately needed a job at McDonald's, I might just hack into McHire, if you really want to call this hacking, and then delete every.
No, it's credential like misuse on the behalf of McDonald's. Like, they're not storing it in a safe way to protect what they should. And I do believe that if payment card industry can come down on people, like, these folks should be excoriated for the amount of, and also the fucking tea people should be excoriated across the rakes of legality for everything that they've done to put their customers at risk for poor security practices. There is policy for this that impact businesses already, so they should just be taken and held to accord, depending on where they are, of course, but like, you know.
Everyone else's applications. Boom! Now I am the only candidate. Or how about I just hire myself automatically as the general manager or as a human ice cream machine? I hear that thing is always broke, so now they can pull on my lever.
You can get it from my poop hole.
To dispense some.
I only dispense chocolate ice cream. I'm sorry. There's a reason it smells like shit.
Creamy goodness. And speaking of workplace harassment, my main concern with something like this would be accidentally hiring an actual creep to come work at your restaurant because the AI was not able to filter it out. Like, places like McDonald's, they tend to employ a lot of minors, and as far as I know, it's illegal to have convicted child predators.
Like, I've also had Like an employer have another degree of information disclosure that was inappropriate. Like I've had them like accidentally leak people's insurance information. And when the one time they leaked everyone's payment, like their fucking pay rates, which I think is fine. I'm okay with that one. That one's I'm here for that. Like we should all be transparent about that shit at our employer. Like not with like random strangers, but like, you know, with your coworkers, dude. Like you should be transparent about that shit. So they can advocate for better fucking compensation if they need to, with something to stand on, you know? And I do believe, as of a long time ago, it is forbidden for a company to actually penalize you for that, though they might still have it written in contracts. Companies are oftentimes, they have to be corralled into obeying the law. And besides, like, they do fucked up shit because we let them, because we don't do our local elections enough every 2 or more often years in the States. And we seem to hyper focus on the federal elections to a point of overcorrection and negligence. It's gross. It's gross negligence and it's woeful incompetence. And we all implore it, so we should do better.
A lot of minors. And as far as I know, it's illegal to have convicted child predators working alongside children. So this really does look like another case of AI just creating more problems than it's actually
It drops the Krabby Patty bun.
solving. Now, Paradox
Is that
has
a Chick-fil-A? This is a motherfucking Chick-fil-A.
predators
It's it's a chic fillet.
working alongside children. So this really does look like another
No, it's not. Sorry, I'm going by that because it looks like my friend used to always get the like chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, from Chick-fil-A. I don't know, dude. He was a married man. I don't know what he does with this lady, but you know, whatever. Bro, I saw pickles and I'm like, oh, they put pickles on them. I know they put pickles on them there. Bro, they do that everywhere, don't they?
case of AI just creating more problems than it's actually solving. Now, Paradox has addressed this problem after security researchers
Paradox wore a dress to the fucking function.
responsibly disclosed it to them, and here's a quick summary of what happened according to them. The researchers logged into a test account that was connected to a single Paradox client instance, McHire in this case, and once the researchers logged into the test account, they found a vulnerability in Paradox's API that let them access the chat instances between clients and Olivia, as well as the personal information that they were submitting on their job applications. And two things that I
Because Olivia has to process all this. Also, I assume you can coerce the AI into reading the files if the tools that it uses aren't appropriately put together to facilitate it, for instance, only writing to a file. And still, even if it reads it, you can probably coerce it into like, without even getting hired, you can, I presume, coerce it into some weird shit, which would potentially be disgusting. Ew.
find particularly interesting is that Paradox claims, one, that most of the chat records did
Just imagine if it fucking makes we will not be beating the allegations of us as a society that random pedophiles rule everything if a fucking actual sex offender does leverage the system to make themselves the fucking CFO of McDicks. I don't think they shouldn't stack bread. That's a lot of bread. Like that would be fucking great. I mean, some people will definitely come to deal with them. But goddamn.
didn't contain personal information, even though 5 out of the 7 random chat logs the researchers looked at actually did contain personal details. So I'm a little bit doubtful about what the other 40 plus million records actually held in them. And Paradox said that none of their internal penetration tests were able to find the insecure test account or the vulnerable API endpoint, which really makes me question their security practices. A test account is something that you really shouldn't miss when you're deploying your app, especially when it has such a
When it has customer, or in this case, like the people that are applying are the customer in a sense. They're a customer to the service provider as much as the organization is. And for that reason alone, there should be a higher fucking bar for them to have to meet. Yeah, bro. That's some shit, my dude. That's definitely some shit.
weak password like 123456. In fact, even having that password in the testing phase of the app is pretty stupid. I've said it a million times, but If your passwords are simple enough for you to remember and short enough for you to type them in comfortably,
Yeah, I just got done talking about password managers. Thank you for vindication points.
they're
Love
probably
it.
not good passwords, which is why we copy paste our passwords from password managers. The developers should know about this. Paradox also stated that none of these
Yeah, and you can also have like your little fucking YubiKey submit the password for you. It's great.
records had actually been leaked. Only the researchers saw sensitive information, and Paradox was able to fix this before any black hats exploited it. This also hasn't been the first time that Paradox has had security issues related to weak passwords. In June of 2025, it was discovered
We
that
got them fucking gray hats up in it, fucking doing dirty shit with their fingies, being filthy fucking stinking computer touchers. Ooh-wee, buddy. Got them up in there doing purple team shit. Fuck red and blue, bitch. We roll purple. Yo, can I be an asshole? Like, the whole states' fucking, like, decision to be divisive over partisan lines. Like, I'm not a partisan, bitch. I don't fucking know, man. It's not my bag. Can we just start being like, fuck red and blue, I roll purple, bitch? I think that'll be fun. It'll cause at least one person to have a conniption fit and, like, lose their shit and their tits.
a Paradox AI administrator in
This
Vietnam
is coming from a fucking, like, a little this is coming from a the ballot is a grab bag of who's fucking qualified regardless of their fucking party affiliation.
suffered a malware compromise on their device that stole usernames and passwords for a variety of internal and third-party online services. These leaked credentials further confirmed the poor security practices at the company because the developer in this case reused the same 7-digit password across multiple different services. Not even a 7-character password, mind you, but 7 digits according to Krebs. And they use this to log into a Paradox AI account for several huge firms, including Aramark, Lockheed.
Krebs on security, brother. Let's go. Doing that Krebs on that secure. Gonna be secure to D, boy. Gonna get this non-tangible thing that you can't fucking hold in your hands or touch to manifest in the world. I swear, I promise. Believe me, bro. Trust me, I'm not from the government.
Martin, Lowe's, and Pepsi. They noticed another bad habit where, in the instances that the passwords were different, there was only a 1 or 2 character difference, further confirming that this person clearly wasn't using a password manager and as a result were making.
Whoa. Creds for authentication cookies for an account at Atlassian? Dude. You have your AI contributing to Atlassian? Though you better be fucking doing fucking Kanban queues of your hires. This is weird.
Picking up bad passwords.
When I generate containers, I have staged builds go on. So like my current SSL container stack, brother, like hold on, I can probably show you this. Hold on. Like this is just for at-home purposes, by the way. This isn't even like going into production or anything. This is just like a thing I do. Where the fuck is this? Bless you, brother. Do I have CTOP working right now? I don't fucking know. I don't know right now, brother. What is this? WSL? View root, I think. That'll help, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Here are my containers. Okay. Oop.
Now, in response
to here are my cute little containers. There, it's called Docker now. So these are my cute little containers. They run inside of Docker machine, running inside of WSL. So I don't run like Docker desktop. I just have a fucking Windows Linux subsystem thingy that does all this shit for me. And so it like builds its shit out using a series of containers. Like, yeah, CFSSL deals with like certificate authority shit. But like every step of it from cert export generation and CA initiation happen inside of other fucking containers, and I don't export shit that I don't need. So this is just like when I'm making our administration robot, I'm prepping for it to communicate across the network. And I'm gonna probably rebuild this in like Kubernetes or some shit, but I'm just sketching it out in Docker. And this is like how I've settled on it so far, right? You just make sure you mount the volumes accordingly inside of the things and you stage the specific files you want and you export just those files and nothing else. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. You can send an environmental variable to like make users, and those users' names will be UUIDs. Because I'm gonna use the same thing to like cover that, but also I'm gonna use it to like do my Windows administration stuff because I have to have signed certs for that too. And you don't get to see the like domain name, but I'm just saying we do be having domain names, brother. Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice? And CFSSL seems like the appropriate library to use to fuck with that. I'm not going to show you the environmental variables, but you can clearly see the other containers are stopped right now. And only CFSSL is starting, is only running. Like, this needs to, in a capacity, to deal with, like, revoking the certificates or issuing them before revocation. So that has to run, you know? So that's whatever. Nope. No, I can't.
To this leak,
I might be able to. You have to, like, let me know what it is. But, like, I don't know, bro. I've been, like, reacting to this for, like, holy fuck. It's a 7-minute video and we've been here for, like, 30 fucking minutes. Do you really want me to pause champ your thing?
Paradox insisted that the leaked passwords were old and invalid ones, but there were
I
still
don't know what that is. I don't know what a shillo is. Sounds like a shell.
and Eliason credentials exposed that appeared to still be valid until December of 2025. So clearly, there are a lot of risks with these AI systems, whether you are the franchise owner or you're a potential employee. The latter probably faces the biggest threat of extortion and identity fraud, because if a black hat hacker were to see that someone is applying
Purple team, bitch. Fuck red and blue. We're bleeding purple, my guy. Fuck it. Eating where we fucking skating.
for a job, they could send an email to that candidate pretending to be human resources and then tell them, oh yeah, you're hired as soon as you send over your social security number so that we can do a background check, and of course send over your banking info so that you can receive your paycheck.
This is just a commentary on the fucking removal of ourselves from more personal interaction, though. Like, this is a good meta-analysis of society, but it isn't in particular to the application. This should transcend that significantly.
And boom, your life savings all of a sudden gets sent to Nigeria.
That fucking crown, though, it goes so hard, but not with the fucking chain. I guess ropey chain. I don't know. Something about, like, a fucking bit of scruffy beard that's been recently shaved down does give king, so that part works. But I don't know, it feels like a little bit less hardcore with this bro over here with, like, a nice bushy face. I don't know, bro. This looks like a fucking upstart king that just dipped his face in some fucking coke or some shit, man. I don't fucking know. This is weird. I think this man looks like he should be the king more. I don't know, man. He looks harder. I like him. I think he goes hard. I like this man. He's sweaty. He looks like he works hard. I can appreciate that in somebody, you know? Hard working.
And now you've got 10 new credit cards that are opened up in your name and they're already maxed out. Practice good OPSEC. Don't trust closed source.
Don't trust anything. Like, even if something that is important to my health calls me, I like make it disclose whom is calling, and I make it disclose whom it's trying to reach. I do not say it's X and X here. How may I take your fucking, thank you for calling shithead McGrin. How may I take your fucking bullshit today? Like, no, I make them tell me fucking everything because I'm not getting caught the fuck up in some bullshit. Like, my favorite drug dealer had once told me, don't get caught up. You know? That man is such a sweetheart. It's not like all he did, but it's a funny way, it's a funny lens to look at him from. You know? Like, he was busy making money to take care of his shit. My favorite drug dealer, which also applies to pharmaceutical reps, by the way. Hello, pharmaceutical reps. I'm on your shit. I see what you do. I know you're being drug dealers. I know it. It sounds dirty, but it's what happens, bro. Like, don't get mad about how it sounds. Eat assholes.
Third-party AI tools with your personal information. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it to hack the algorithm. And check out my online store, base.win, where you can buy my awesome merch or accessories for your phone or laptop.
That is a good domain.
10%.
Ooh, how long is this? Oh, 30 meters. Wait, I can get 30 meters of fucking flat cable? Bro, sign me the fuck up. I want that. That's dope. I tried to scroll in this like a fucking loser. A 50-watt 4-port charger? Mm, I want more watts.
And
Fuck with
store-wide
me.
discount when you pay with Monero XMR at checkout. Have a great rest of your day.
Ooh, wait. Laptop RAM DDR4. Ooh, nice. You have like packages of it. You have like, see, I'm glad that mine is like, when I look at my RAM, the serial numbers are just staggered. It's so nice. I do want to play Fortnite.